This will be a video chart on IDCN. Before I get started, I do want to note that I do own shares in the stock that were bought on the open market. With that being said, let's dig in and get started here. The reason why I bought, and I'm sure a lot of people were buying it today, was because of this down here. Huge volume, and more importantly, with this big volume, we had very nice price reaction. Nothing worse, no more of a buzzkill when you have big volume like this, and then you see the price either going sideways or worse yet, down. Not the case today. The bulls were pouring in and the price was showing it. So a nice correlation between up volume and then up price also. So what I want to do is just get things mapped out, supports, resistances, and so forth, and that way we can kind of have an idea of what to look for. We're really sitting on the brink of something big, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Will it happen? Only time will tell, but we're right on the edge. So first, let's just start off with support levels. When we talk about the resistances, I'll have to go to a weekly chart. But for supports, really what we're looking at as a key support, which is held, is this previous high over here, which is at 0009. And as you can see, through this pullback here, it's held multiple times. Right here we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 days in a row it held. So this is good to see that this previous high is held. Shows that this has been some healthy consolidation. Hopefully today was just the first day in a bigger breakout out of this consolidation, where we've had this pullback here the past 4 or 5 days. In terms of shorter term support, we could probably classify this level right here at 0.0012. I'm actually going to make this a little skinnier line because yes, it's a support, but at the same time, if it doesn't hold up, we do have the big important one down here. And on that note, I should make this a little thicker to represent this being a more important area of support. Now for the fun stuff, let's talk about the resistances. And at the beginning of the video, I mentioned we're sitting right on the brink of something big. And what I mean by that is this 0.0015 level. I'm going to make this extra thick because this has been a pain in the neck resistance. But as you can see, we've tapped it 4 times now. 1, 2, 3, and then today was the 4th time. If you look at level 2s, you can see there's quite a few market makers up here at this level. So it is definitely a stiff one, a big thick one. But with that being said, the good news about those is when you do get through these big stubborn levels of resistance, they usually produce a pretty darn good run. So that's what kind of I'm hoping for here. And like I said, as you can see, this is the 4th time now, and we've gotten some nice volume. So if we can get even maybe 3/4 of that tomorrow, I really like the chances of 0.0015 falling. And if that falls, then as you can see when we bring up the weekly chart here, there's quite a bit of space for it to move. So let's transition over to the weekly chart. And what I'm going to do is shrink things up so we can go find our levels of our resistance. So essentially what we have is here's 0.0015, and if this can fall, then really the next areas of resistance aren't until right up around this area here where we had a few lows and so forth. So what I'm going to do with that is bring that down to right there. And like I said, I'm taking this from this low right here. Technically, I guess you could, well, actually this would be more of an accurate one, but the point I'm trying to gauge or get across here is if 0.0015 holds or fails, we have a resistance right here at 0.0018, and then after that we don't have one till 0.0021. So you can see that the gaps between resistances keep getting bigger and bigger, and then when you get up in this area, they're even bigger. As you'd have one at looks like about 0.0027, and then you have one at 0.0036. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is things really thin out after this 0.0015 level. And yes, it is being very stubborn, and it's going to take quite a bit of a push to get through it. But if the price can get through, then things could really get exciting. And these sub penny stocks have really been hot lately. Off the top of my head, I can think of WDRP, ZLUS today. So there's all sorts of them that are moving, and maybe this will be the next one in line. And if this 0015 level falls, then that's why I picked up shares today, because I really like the chances of it being able to go on a bigger run if this level can fall. So that's going to be the key area to watch. And if it does, then those resistance levels will really thin out, and things could get extra exciting. But we'll just have to wait and see. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and best part is everything's free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. One more time, this was IDCN. Thanks for listening.